Welcome everyone, Jules here. Welcome back to round 8 at the British Grand Prix. So, joining me again for the commentary box, Peanuts, are you there? Peanuts? Hello? Maybe not yet. And once again, joining me in the second slot, the third slot in the commentary box again, Chris Mania, are you there?
I am here.
Welcome, welcome. How you doing?
Oh, just firing off a million messages. A lot of behind the scenes happens.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's it's difficult, but we love what we do, so we cannot complain at all.
Oh, we can complain.
Oh, we definitely could, but we love what we do. And
It's good.
just waiting on Peanuts, because Peanuts is definitely here, but right now haven't heard anything from him.
Might have stepped out to take another call for a sec.
Potentially, potentially.
Shortly, anyway.
John
So,
Jane,
where are we today?
we are in Britain today, so the old Silverstone track that it's been around for quite some time. I mean, there's been quite a few changes to the track and the layout. I think there's been maybe 3 or 4 changes to the track itself. I used to love the 2000 version of the Silverstone track. It was so fast, and it was such an amazing track. But even now, it's a really nice, fast flowing track. It's really great to watch and really great to drive on actually. But I must admit,
Hmm,
my favorite Silverstone track was those early 2000s. It was great.
fair enough, fair enough. Well,
So
what's changed since then? Do you remember specifics?
um, I mean, the pit lane we used to be on the other side,
Yep. We've
so that was
probably seen videos of people driving into the wrong pit lane.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Slamming that wall.
Um, but it's just, oops. So I don't know. There's just something about the old track. It used to be so much more entertaining. I think it was really nice to watch. Nice.
Can't discount the current one.
It's true. Like I really enjoy the current one. I mean, the whole sort of first, second, third corners, they weren't really there in the old
Mhm.
track. So yeah, it's a little different, but still still the good old Silverstone. So as we have already a yellow flag in the first couple of minutes. But we're on board right now with Keith Go for his second race. And what's our predictions today for qualifying?
Hmm. Zox probably.
Hi,
He's
it's
strong.
Peanuts. Welcome back. There we go. You just appeared out
Hello.
of nowhere. So
Sorry, had another call.
no,
Just
that's
now.
all good. That's all good. John Jang just wrote on YouTube. He was wondering where Peanuts was. We lost Peanuts.
Ah,
So
Hello. I'm here.
he's here he is, John Jang. We found him. So it's all good. He's all there.
stashed under the table.
If go starts his lap over here, going to Abbey Farm with turn 3. Very slow one. Turn 4.
Well, it's not looking
Went up
too bad.
320k
A
into
little wide.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's missed the apex a little bit.
Love field.
Ooh,
Ooh,
bit squirrely out of that one.
here comes the fun bit.
Oh, it's right on board with him through the. This is
Cops.
with with the added downforce of these cars. That used to be off throttle. Like now it's on throttle full. It's just full slam into the corner. It's
It's
just
just a matter of commitment. Is
yeah,
it?
it is. So long as you got the downforce to back you up, it's an amazing corner to be part of.
At the Hanger Street, heading to Stowe. Look at that downforce clamping down the car.
Holding his car down.
Into the,
A little bit of a lock up, as we can see. I think it was that Sly Dog right behind.
to Hamilton Street, and he sets a 125.3.
Not a bad lap, as we've got Sly Dog coming around, I think. But I think he's coming to start his lap. He is. If we...
Oh, slide up,
Ooh, gone very wide.
and he's in the gravel.
Very wide, as Kidzu has pumped in a 126.7. So, Keith Go, quite a bit quicker, but I think I feel like Kidzu might be on... No, he's on softs, so... Let's see. Wobble Candy. Hop on board Wobble Candy. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Kiwi. Oh,
Wobble Candy holding his own through maggots and beckets. Car moving around a little bit. I don't think it's where he wants to be right now. He's struggling a little bit into the corners with a bit of understeer, I think. So I think he's gone for a bit of a lower downforce setup. Obviously trying to pin into the straights, pick up the speed. Obviously, and who is that that's gone coming off the grass? Wobble Candy puts himself in second with a 126.1. I think it goes to show what a lap Keith Coe did, unless Wobble Candy made a mistake out there somewhere.
indeed. There was still good coming. Still lost it.
Okay.
On the last then. Yep.
There you go. As OR3012, our debutant, puts in a 126.6. So Keith Coe with a very good lap actually. He's sitting up there in first. Our reserve driver from Tier 1 popping into Tier 2. So confirmed back in for another round. Have another crack at the cherry, at the pie, I should say. Nice on the power. Doesn't look like any understeer, any oversteer. No slide. Puts himself into second with a 126.1. Still, no one can crack these 25s. Only Keith Coe is the only driver in the 25s.
Might have a bit of a tip about that. Can you guess what it is?
What would that be?
Well, they might have set up for a bit of wet weather later on, because it looks like we're going to have pretty heavy rain during the race.
Really now?
Ah.
That
Yeah.
is interesting.
So that might be why we're seeing cars not quite up to the speed that we're expecting.
That is really
As you know,
interesting.
you need to turn up the downforce, raise up the ride height, among other things,
This is true.
to prepare for that weather. We've of course got parc ferme, so you're not able to adjust your setup
Oh,
after you left the garage for quali.
I think that's Killaroo there. Don't know what he was doing. I think he's caused a bit of time there to Mad Dog's lap. So right on board with him.
Closes down on Guaco.
Pardon?
He is closing down on Guaco. Is
Killaroo.
Guaco on a hot lap? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think the only person on the hot lap at the moment is Mad Dog. Everybody else is on an out lap or in the
Hot
pits.
lap.
So
He should leave some space if he wants to get a clean lap. Killaroo.
that's true. That's very true. I think Killaroo was also on a hot lap too. I don't think he was on an out lap.
Ah.
Definitely could be on a flying lap right now.
So that would explain as to why I think he was just slow into that. I think these guys really need to leave each other more space before they start a lap.
I'm sure they'll only make that mistake once.
Bucks.
Mad Dog coming around. He's our first driver other than Keith Coe to be in the 125's 8s. So for a little
See how
while there, it
Guaco
was just
does
Keith
it.
Coe. Let's see now. Let's hop on board with J Miles. We haven't been on board with J Miles. He's been doing okay. He's had a couple of retirements this season though, so nice livery. The Japanese driver.
Maggots back.
Looking very smooth. Bit of understeer through maggots. Opens the DRS. 1, 2, 3. Looking too bad. He's holding it. No understeer, no oversteer, no slip. He puts in a 126.1. So, wow, that's actually really
Wow.
close. We have 3 drivers in the 126.1s. So, not bad. It's close up there.
Indeed it is. Zox 125.2.
So even quicker. As we're on board with Guackle coming in. Oh, would that be? Oh, I don't know how he didn't invalidate his lap. but he didn't. He's still going.
Well, Mad Dog goes third. Breaks the 126.
There you go, 125.8. I think that was already before, so already watched him do that. But Guackle 126.9 puts himself into 10th spot. We go on board with Hokkien. Hokkien's about to start a hot lap, I think. Because I don't think that was his actual lap. So let's see what Hokkien can do. A little bit tentative from Hokkien at the moment. Misses the apex, really goes really wide. Big lock up there. Almost drops it,
Oh,
just keeps it. Very colourful livery from Hokkien, actually.
indeed.
Really,
Really
really-
pops out.
for sure it does. As
It's loud. You see that coming.
you definitely will. As Wolfman puts in a 26 flat, so there's a bit of a gap between first and fourth. But as you put, I reckon it could be a lot down to setup.
I wonder if those guys are running not so wet setups just to get up through the order in quali.
Potentially, as we're on board with Hokkien through Maggots and Beckett's. A very difficult part of the circuit, but it's so fun when you get right. He's a couple of seconds down on the top time, but he is 20 seconds up on his last lap. But again, I don't think that was his proper lap. Again, Hokkien been improving. He missed last race. Oh, he's going into the pits. Okay. Obviously wasn't happy with that lap. As we're on board with our new boy, OR-3012, as his debutant today. Couple debutants, as local Carmen also has a debut today as well. So 2 drivers with a debut. Everybody else is all old foxes here.
Old foxes. That is certainly a thing you could say.
So not looking too bad. Looks like he's hanging on there at a cops. Maggots Beckett's looking clean. Nice downshift. He's taking it in 6th at the end of that one. Opens up the DRS. He's 5/10ths up on his lap. Where will that put him? At 26.1 at the moment. It comes down to he's now sector 3. So, just needs maybe 2 or 3 more tenths. Puts him in the 25s. If he's able to. Right now he's sitting on a 26.1. Did go a little... I don't think he judged that corner there well enough, but no slip. Cuts it in. 26.1. I was right. So, again, another driver in the 26.1. That's our 4th driver in the 26.1s.
That's
Very close.
Very close. Yeah.
So,
Everyone within touching distance there.
not bad from OR-3012. As I don't think Kidzu's on a lap. No, he's not. So, will Wolfman be? Wolfman's invalidated his lap. Confirmed. Seems to be going again for it. He's up almost 2 tenths in his sector 1. What's his sector 2 going to be? Is 1.5 tenths in sector 2. It's looking like he could break the 25s if he can hold it. Again, very difficult to get into the 25s. You have to be spot on with every braking marker. He does break the 25. There we go, 25.7. So he does. Sector 3 was sublime. Puts himself not far off Keith Kerr, who both those drivers are sitting quite pretty there. Again, confirmed. Can he go for another front row? Because like last week, he was on 2nd place. Unfortunately for him, his start let him down. So on board with Sly Dog, who's just beginning his lap, 2nd round. As John Jang, another comment from John Jang. We would like to see this kind of battle. We definitely do want to see this kind of battle. It's really close in Tier 2. Even Tier 1 is pretty close, but I think Tier 2 is the closest of the lot at the moment. As Sly Dog a little bit off his Sector 1 time. Can he make up for that in Sector 2 though? Where is he sitting with a 26.6? He needs to make up 5/10 somewhere to J Miles, sitting in 9th. Again, it could be down to setup with a bit more wet weather setup. Oh, he's gone very wide, and that's invalidated his lap. That's unfortunate.
Ah, it's so easy to do.
It really is. As we're on board with the pole sitter at the moment, Zox. Nice front wing angle shot. No slip. Will he improve this lap? It doesn't look likely. Yeah, he was a little off, 2.5 tenths off. On board with Keith Kerr, who's also... But Keith Kerr's on the mediums. That's a strange call.
Biggest 4/10 off.
Yeah.
Burgers? Let's hop on board with Burgers. Ah, he's just invalidated his lap.
I'm sorry.
That's
Did I
Cursed.
cursed? Ah, bummer.
Quackle.
Yeah, no.
Also invalidated his lap. Kiwi, gone from basic Kiwi to normal Kiwi. Starting his hot lap.
Scary now.
He's evolved.
Definitely can tell there's no mistaking he's New Zealander. So, he's from New Zealand, I should say.
On the medium tires, it is a weird choice because, as you know, starting in heavy rain, you get free choice of tire. Well, not really free choice, but you don't obviously have to start on the tire you've qualified on.
Are they actually starting with heavy rain or?
Yeah, it looks like it from the forecast.
Oh boy.
I'd be surprised if they're not on wet.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. As Iron Giant, or shall we say Law of the Streets, in a comment on YouTube. Afternoon, gentlemen. Afternoon to you too, Law of the Streets. Kiwi, looking nice. What's his Sector 2 time going to be, though? Let's go through maggots and beckets. Quite nice. Oh, a little bit understeers, put him right onto the grass. It's cost him a lot of time. That's going to cost him all down the straight. So, I think that's his lap gone. He's probably going to need to save up. So, we'll hop on board with our newbie, local cartman. As he, what did he put? A 128.6. Whoop!
Oh, don't hit. Ah, he's good.
Just.
But his tires is on fire right now, 120 degrees.
Wouldn't surprise me at all, as Digt is 10 minutes down, but that cannot be right, and I don't think he has
10
enough time
minutes
to get
down.
around. Yeah, that can't be right. As Miggs starting his local cartman, disqualified from the session, blocking the pit lane.
Oh, what happened there?
I do not know.
Didn't catch that either. I'm sure we'll hear about that soon.
Definitely will, definitely will.
Miggs, you might know, joined rather late into quali. He's just joined, I think, so this will be his first run.
It'll be a do or die sort of lap. I think.
Yeah.
He just needs
Is
to put
he
8.
going to make the line?
Oh, he's already made the line. This is his Sector
He
1
got
with a
the line, okay.
27.3, so he's all good there. Killaroo, we've missed Killaroo retiring from the session. I think he has hit a wall.
Now he just did it by himself. Didn't hit a wall or anything. He didn't get enough.
Confirmed,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
also retired, so
I think we might be seeing people dropping, knowing that there's no time left.
how's his handling in maggots and beckets? Looks like a little bit of understeer. I think a little bit of oversteer too. More so oversteer. With a 102.9, I think that puts him around the low 25s at the moment, which will put him in 5th. Right now, as we see Kiwi dive into the pits. I was about to call him Basic Kiwi. Yeah, I think he's made a mistake somewhere in Sector 3, but it's a 26.4, so good enough for 11th. He just needed a lap. But let's hop on board. Wobble Candy, who's 4 tenths up right now. That puts him at 25.7 right now. Puts him in 4th. How much quicker can he go in Sector 3? Bit of a lock-up. On board with him for the last part of the lap. Oh, quite a bit of understeer. Car was not turning in. Puts him 25.4. Puts him in 4th.
What a lap.
Now that's close between the top 4. It's close between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then 11, there's a little bit of a gap back to 12th. And then a gap again to 13th. Close between Killaroo and Guackle, and Kiwi too. And then there's again a more of a gap to Hokkien. Deek, unfortunately, not setting a lap. As we're on board with Kidzu, is
Yeah.
fire. Oh, just puts himself in 6th. A little bit quicker with a 25.8. So well done. Well done. As Mad Dog, our last driver. He's 4 seconds. I think he's made a mistake somewhere. Has to have been a mistake somewhere.
Mm. Now, those pretty competitive times considering that they're probably on wet set, I'll say.
This is true. So we probably should have seen them in the 24s. We'll see
Yeah, would have.
what happens with Tier 1 then.
Yeah, it will be interesting to watch the weather as always.
For sure it will. For sure it will be.
Apparently.
Hmm?
Oh, qualifying is over.
It is.
Yep.
No, qualifying's all over. We were just watching Mad Dog come into the pits. It was like our last driver. So, Zox, another pole with a 25.2. Keith Coe in 2nd place with a 25.3. Mad Dog in 3rd with a 25.3. So very close between 1, 2, and 3. Bobble Candy in 4th with a 25.4. Confirmed 25.7. And Kidzu, there we go, 25.8. Wolfman, 25.9. OR, our debutant, 26.1. J Miles, 26.1. Burgers, 26.2. Migs, 26.4. Sly Dog, 26.6. 26.9 from Guackle. Killaroo with a 27 flat. Kiwi with a 27.1. Hokkien with a 35. Dict and Local Cartman, no time, unfortunately. So, well now, this will be interesting for the race. As we will, because now that we got the formation lab, we will show the previous race results. As you can see, Joe was the winner of our Italian Grand Prix from Vans. Zox finishing 3rd, so our current leader in the championship. Finished in 3rd, Keith Coe in 4th, so good debut for Keith Coe back in the last race. Miggs in 5th, Burger 6th, confirmed 7th, Kidzu 8, Mad Dog 9, and Dict rounded out top 10. And onto our current standings, we can see the pole positions, the current fastest laps. Zox there leading the championship by 20 points from Oxygen, who now is in our Tier 1 division. So, Chris, let me asking you, how do you? I gotta turn off the notifications for Steam and Discord, if you don't mind. Running me through that.
Don't bother with Steam. Discord should be in streaming mode though, isn't it? If you got OBS up.
It is, but it has been popping up, unfortunately.
Has it?
Yes, it has for me.
Has it been making noise?
No, it's been the messages
on the screen.
have been popping up on the screen.
I don't think I've been seeing it on stream.
Okay.
That's probably fine.
Okay. Fair enough.
She'll be right.
But
if you have a quick look at the track there, it is looking
we will.
rather moist.
I was just about to get to that actually. So it's very wet. If you can see that, ladies and gentlemen, viewers watching right now, Wolfman was disqualified, so I think he's hit the back of J Miles. No, J Miles has probably hit the back of Wolfman.
That was a quick one.
So didn't even get off the line.
See, it's very, very wet.
Oh, it's pouring down right now.
Oh, this is going to be a treacherous first corner.
Is it just me, or is Mig starting in P18 on your timing boards?
Yeah, he is. It's on my timing board too.
He's indeed. Did he set lap?
He did set it. He qualified in 11th.
Okay, that could be some kind of, late joining bug, since he wasn't in the session at the start. As we so often see in in F1 2020.
It's very true. Very, very true. But it's surprising that Deke didn't get that, because Deke, even though Local Carmen got disqualified, Deke is in 16th. So that is interesting, but the race will go on.
Race will go on. Sort that out after the fact, I'm sure.
How about we have a look at the cars? Because some of them got new liveries.
They definitely do. Right now, who is your favorite livery for this race so far?
I would say, as I go through each one of those cars, let's see Zox. The blue and the black fits really well. It looks very evilish, if you could say that.
It does.
It's got a bit of a chrome look to it, doesn't it, that livery?
Yeah.
It's a very nice finish. I must admit, Hokkien is such a nice burst of color.
It does stand out, as we said.
It's incredible,
Look,
actually. Just an
looks
absolute
like a
pure burst of color.
like a
I'm
heat
partial
map.
to the... Oh yeah. I'm partial to the lime green and white on Burger's car back there.
I do like even
Fan of green.
wobble candies and even burgers livery as
I'm
well.
looking at some cars and they have the negative 273 degree
They
type.
really...
Dude,
Yeah.
they're actually.
It is cold out there.
I mean, not that
Okay.
cold.
Not that cold.
Yeah, keep your eyes out for the start for any
Because
funny
some
business.
drivers have normal temperatures, but for some it's ice cold.
Hopefully that's just a telemetry issue, not
An actual,
how the
yeah.
car's gonna feel.
Yeah,
I really hope I'm wrong.
we're about to get
Yep.
underway. Round 8 begins now as Zox takes it away. Who's going to be first into turn 1? And it looks like Keith Go's got the jump. He does have the jump. Wobble Candy sitting there in third right now. No, he's in fourth.
Someone
Mad Dog.
sideways there.
I see quite a bit of damage somewhere. I see a front wing flying. I saw. It looks
Makes
like
up to
people
13.
people getting through.
Oh,
Oh, someone's rear-ended.
Zox away. Keith Co.
That Kitsu getting hit from behind, fortunately didn't drop it through that corner there.
Wow, it was relatively clean, I must admit.
It was. They've done pretty well to get through that
With
as
that,
cleanly as they did in this weather.
who's that? Miggs. Miggs has made up 5 places so far. It says that he's a lap down. That cannot be right at all. Why have we
I
got
don't
lap
think
down?
so.
J Miles down in 18th. I think he might have been rear-ended, or it's hard to tell if he's missing any parts of his front wing though.
I'm just having a look now. It doesn't look like it from this angle.
As you can see, Keith Co right now only 6/10 behind Zox right now, and it looks
Oh,
like Guackle.
is off.
Guackle, there he is. Bit of a spin from Guackle.
Easily done in this weather.
As we see Sly Dog. I don't know if that timing is actually right. So as we have a yellow flag, J Miles 5 seconds for ignoring that. This is
a rare
interesting.
one.
There is a lot going on right now, and it's hard to keep up right now. There's a lot of
One yellow
changes.
flags. That might be. We might be
Wobble
removing
Candy
that
drops to
depending on
6.
how that happened.
He had a moment in the last corner, I guess.
Trying to keep
Look
up with all the timings, but oh,
They are shuffling around.
3012 going around the outside of Wobble Candy. A little bit of a touch, Wobble Candy, as you can see, and he gets him. I think Wolfman is lining up a pass on Kidzu. Not quite yet. Although Sly Dog has gone for a bit of a spin. These are absolute treacherous conditions.
Yeah, we've done pretty hard turn from the quali conditions, which, what was it, like clear? Light
yeah.
cloud or so?
Not even light cloud, it was crystal clear.
Was it?
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got perfect traction, ideal conditions. All the way at the other end of the scale, you've got the start of the race right now.
Just
In addition to the weather, you've got cars full of fuel,
pouring
cold
with rain.
tires.
Yeah. Pouring with rain.
It's very jarring switch.
Yeah, some of these timing balls are not right. It says confirmed as 1 minute and 59 seconds away from the leader.
Are we even a minute 59 seconds into the race?
We are not. As I think, who is that? I think it's
Oh,
Killaroo. No.
OR's off.
Yeah, it is. It is. Definitely is. He is getting back up to pace right now. Oh, Hokkien just managed to squeeze his car right there, right through. So, after I wouldn't say a hectic 2 laps, but
Chaotic.
I'd say, oh, Kidzu's in the wall!
No.
Just seen Kidzu go around. I think he's touched his front wing too.
Oh, the worst place to do it. He's going to have to nurse that wing around a whole lap if he wants to pit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. As you can see, Miggs getting closer to the back of Deekt.
Now I think the leaderboard on my screen at least has sorted itself out mostly.
As is mine. Mine just done that now. Everyone's just gone past now, and it's all sorted. Right
we go.
now, the closest battle on track appears to be Miggs in at
Miggs.
9th, on going for Deekt. Getting closer. It's really difficult to pass in the rain, I must admit. Your timing has to be even more superb.
Hmm.
He's getting closer though.
Confirm gets on Guackle. As
Yeah, I'm
Tolkien
just
goes.
watching that as well. Confirmed and Guac getting pretty wheel to wheel there.
Let's hop on board.
They're teammates, aren't they? With the same delivery.
They've got a very similar livery as Guackle's come back
Guackle,
and
yeah.
confirmed.
No teams in this tier, but yeah, by coincidence they've ended up with practically the same livery.
These guys, they are struggling for traction out of the corners. You can see, I think some of them have gone too much of a dry setup.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So it looked like the forecast was showing it would ease up at some point. That some point might be the last couple of laps at this rate. So a dry setup is not going to do you very much good.
I mean, look, if you can see Miggs getting very close to the back of Deekt right now as Kidzu has popped himself into the pits.
Kids doing the pits. We'll have a look at that.
But, ooh, bit of a slide from Deekt. There's also a bit of a slide from Miggs, but he had obviously a less of a slide, so he's gotten really close to the back of Deekt. Deekt just holding on right now. Has made a bit more of a gap, breathing space towards Miggs, so he's just got to hold on. It's hard for Miggs, so Miggs has got to get a perfect pass here, or try to at least. As he's coming in he's coming in for the inside. He might get him down this straight, depending on how much error and who's going to be brave through this corner. Oh, Miggs sliding around as if it was an eel on olive oil. One of Martin Brundle's famous quotes.
That's terrible. Do not like.
We do have a yellow flag.
Oh,
Someone going
yellow
slowly.
Oh man, it might have been. Yeah.
Let's have a look. What is our first impressions on this race so far?
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Pretty full on.
Stand with my chaos.
Zox has done everything he needs to do. He's kept out in front.
Yeah, it's true.
Not by a huge margin, but he's currently got the fastest lap, so he's poised to stay where he is.
Keithco keeping him honest though, because there's only 4/10 between the two, as we have a yellow flag in sector 2, and it might be either Kidzu. I think it's local Cartman. No, it's Kidzu.
I think Kidzu's dropped it, yeah.
But right now we're on board with Miggs, the closest battle. I mean, it's shifting between Miggs and Keithco. Zox puts in another fastest lap, but Keithco right up there.
Don't know if you noticed you impressed Vickles there with that quote.
I did see that, so I was about to call it. Thank you, Vickles. So the quote from Martin Brundle: "An eel swimming on an olive oil."
That just sounds like dinner.
Sounds like a tasty dinner indeed.
It is. As Kiwi is dropping down the order, and I wonder why. I think he has had a bit of a spin, and he's just recovering. Oh, a bit tight there between J Miles, but he gets it.
So he must have dropped it on the way into the line, onto that straight.
Yeah.
And when you lose time on a straight, you're losing time all the way down the straight.
Oh,
The speed
definitely.
bump lets everyone else close you down.
Prince is getting on deep.
He is on the inside, and Miggs is gone. So there's his 11th place made up on the start.
Just catching drivers getting their rear stepping right out in these conditions. You don't want to be drifting an F1 car. It's not the fastest way around a track.
Oh, definitely not. As J Miles keeping Guackle very honest, he's coming down the inside. Will we see a pass? We are about to see a pass. J Miles coming through the inside, leaving each other space. Quite respectful from both drivers. It looks like Guackle's probably running a little bit lower downforce because he's got him on. J Miles hangs in there. Oh, just kept it. Just kept it. You can see Guackle now staring at the back of J Miles. As confirmed, gets himself a 3-second time penalty.
First of, I'm sure, many. Well, there's actually a few penalties. What are these other penalties for? Are they all track limits?
I don't think they were. I think only a few of them was for track limits, but
Oh, one of them was yellow flag.
Biggles, thank you on Twitch. Hug the apex like it's your favorite granny. Brilliant. Brilliant. Bit of a lock up from Drexel.
It's not quite as warm out there on the apexes as your favorite granny, I'm sure.
Oh, Keithco. Massive slip out of that. Still, Keithco right up there with Zox. Zox
Yeah,
sweating.
he's not letting go.
I don't think he's been out of a second since the start.
I don't think I've noticed that, yeah.
Is he betting on a DRS now?
I mean, DRS and rain. Maybe not.
I don't know if we're going to see DRS this race. I certainly wouldn't be betting on it.
Definitely not.
You never know.
You never know, it's true.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah, but
Confirmed
it's
is getting
kind of-
closer. Confirmed is getting closer to the back of Kiwi, and Kiwi is gone.
Interesting to tiptoe in the sweats.
Yeah.
Kiwi struggling a little bit, actually. He's lost one place from where he started, but still, not too bad. Not too bad.
He's certainly keeping his head down,
He is.
pushing on.
Keith,
Good on him.
Keithco looking left, looking right, trying to scare Zox, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure Zox is feeling a little bit of that pressure.
But the field is very close for a wet weather, I must admit, because, I mean, aside from a few of them, like Burger's 4 seconds away from Mad Dog, but sitting comfortably in 5th at the moment. Wolfman puts in the fastest lap. Wolfman, again, 4 seconds back from Keithco, but in between that, there's not really any massive gaps. Everyone's within sort of 2 or 3 seconds of each other. Even when you go towards 11th, it's even closer than that. They're about 1.5 seconds away from each other on average. So it's quite compact at this point in time. But you can see our biggest winner off the start is Migs with 11 spots. Wolfman on with 4 spots. But even Burger's up 5. Deeked up 8 spots. Killaroo has moved himself up to 8th. Killaroos gone for a bit of an excursion, I think.
Yeah, judging by those penalties.
Deeked just gone past him too. So Deeked back up to 8th. Killaroo. Who is that? That's gone a little bit wide too. I think OR is also coming back from a bit of an excursion. Struggling at the moment.
Yeah. Not too dissimilar to everyone else.
It's just kind of struggle street at the moment.
It's that kind of weather. These cars just do not like it.
Oh, there we go.
Around.
Just kept it in. Kept his foot off the throttle and hoped and prayed. Because we have another yellow flag, and I think it might be Killaroo. It is Killaroo. Killaroo on the grass right now. Just struggling. Not really enjoying these conditions at all. As Kiwi's getting close. Oh, Kiwi going for it. Oh, Killaroo. Bit of an incident there. It looked like a bit of a nudge.
Yeah, I think Killaroo's just gone, let the car run off wide, while Kiwi's doing a, it must be said, pretty brave maneuver through maggots and beckets.
This is true. Killaroo also missing his front right wing, so
yeah,
he's not going to be turning left is not going to be enjoyable, and turning right is not going to be enjoyable. So
I suspect we're going to hear about that incident again later on after the race.
Oh, for sure we will. This will be something we have to deal with later.
Yep.
For sure. As right now, it looks like Migs is coming on to his next target, Wobble Candy. John Jang, I don't like this weather. I don't think we do either. John Jang, be wary because you might have it in Tier 1 later, so...
Yes, pretty decent odds.
Let's just hope there's no rain.
I mean, you're going to have to deal with it later too. Me and Chris no longer have to deal with it. We're now commentating.
It's nice and warm in the com box.
Oh yeah, I mean look, it's probably too warm outside. It's like 30 degrees in Melbourne today.
Is it still 30 right now? Far out.
I don't know
It's
if it's
definitely
right
warm
now.
up in my com box. Got the aircon going.
Getting a bit too hot for you. Migs getting...
Toasty over here too.
Yeah.
Mix is closing down Wobble Candy.
He's getting closer. He's getting very close. Ooh, bit of a lock up from Miggs. That didn't sound nice at all. I swear he was going for the straight for an accident, but managed to hold it in. We have another yellow flag in Sector 2 and Sector 3.
I think that's Killaroo going slowly again
Yep.
in
Killer.
sector 2. Pretty close battle here between Wobble Candy and Miggs.
It really is. It is the closest battle on the track. Oh, Miggs almost
Oh.
losing the back end.
He could hear it. He could hear us talking.
I think so. I definitely think he could. He was probably getting too excited.
So easy to do when you know you've got the power, you know you've got the run. You just get a bit overzealous with the loud pedal, and it's all over. You just do so much damage to your time.
It's true. It's so easy to just get a little bit greedy too, because
Yeah, absolutely. And then especially right there, you lose time all the way down the straight.
you do.
It really does. Not much hurts more for a racing driver than watching that delta go up
For sure.
after a mistake like that.
For sure.
Local Cartman. I
Go.
assume?
Spinning around like a top, I assume.
Spinning.
As
Yep.
Biggles with another one-liner. Miggs is understeering like a supermarket trolley. And John Jang, hopefully we don't get to deal with the rain. Fingers crossed. He'll be crossing those fingers for quite some time. Keith Kerr, fastest lap. He's applying the pressure onto the back of Zox. I think Keith Kerr enjoying these conditions a bit more than Zox right now. Keith Kerr, I don't think he's been... I mean, this is probably the closest he's been, but...
I think he's about on average where he's been the whole race.
I mean, that right then and there, he's gone from 3/10 to 7/10, just in one or two corners.
But he's clawing it back.
I wonder...
Really, Zox is not able to break that.
I feel like Zox, as you might have said, Zox might be running Miggs. Keith Kerr, actually, this first time he's gone above 1 second.
Yeah, just a mistake through that
Oh,
corner.
Mix again. Losing in that corner.
Keith Kerr, second race, holding his own, doing well. He finished 4th, as we spoke of last time round in Italy. Sitting in second, sitting quite pretty. Again, Jay Miles, it looks like getting quite close to the back of Slydog, who's getting quite close to the back of Dicht. So all those three drivers within a second of each other. It's looking very close here. Looking very, very close. There's 3 drivers all within a second. Jay Miles looks more confident. Slydog, it looked like he was just sailing. Dicht, I think went for that full wet weather, probably not being able to set a lap. I think he just said, cut my losses, put the wet weather on, and just deal with it later on. So, Jay Miles is going to go for it on Slydog. He's going to go for it down the inside. Slydog leaves in the room. Plenty of respect between the 2 drivers, and Jay Miles moves up 1 place.
Very clean.
Very, very clean. His next target is Dicht, as we've also missed Miggs getting past Wobble Candy right now.
Finally gets it after.
Here he goes.
How
He's
many
gonna go on Dicht. He is gonna go on Dicht. He's right there.
Drag
These guys
race
coming
down the
in.
straight.
Oh, they are leaving each other's space. It's not really a two corner.
Wow.
Two very good overtakes from J Miles.
Whoa! Slide dog into the wall.
Oh, has he dropped it?
He has. He did drop it. He's lost part of his front wing. Scary moment there. We're gonna have to have a look. Slow dog. Yeah, he's gonna be struggling for. He's probably gonna be a sit and duck for Guackle too, because he's not gonna be able to get into those corners as well as he was before. But now,
Yeah.
oh, you can see it. There he goes. He's just hanging in there, but I don't know he's gonna be able to do much more. He's gonna be sit and duck for OR3 or 1-2 as well.
I don't know about you, but I keep reading that name as Oreo.
Oreo.
We'll have to ask the pronunciation.
Maybe he likes Oreos. Killaroo has retired from this session, not enjoying this weather at all. Slide on gone wide.
BSC.
Virtual
Yeah,
safety car.
VSC.
Oh wow. Ooh,
So was that Killary retiring?
I think so. Where has he retired? He's retired. We're gonna go on board with who's that?
Cops.
Uh, not there. So who would be the closest? Maybe Zox. Zox might get a view
No, yeah, no, they're just cops, isn't it?
Yeah.
into Cops.
And his car's gone. Has been lifted by the forklifts and forklifts is it? Or the cranes. And all is clear.
Yep. Very, very quick, very efficient marshals here.
British people do know how to do the marshalling.
Quackle gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding. Collision with Sly Dog as well. Did he collide with him in the pits?
I did not notice, to be honest. I wonder if it was on the way in under braking.
Potentially. I mean, it's a virtual safety car right now, so these guys, I mean, when were they expected to pit?
I actually don't know on the wets off the top of my head.
Bubble Candy coming out of that box. So these guys on fresh wets. Some of them got pretty much a free pit stop, so this will be interesting to see when these guys need to make a pit stop. Burgers only lost 2 places in that safety car because he's got a fresh pair of wets chasing Deke, who's then not far off J Miles. So Burger's looking quite well right now. Bit of bacon, bit of lettuce, and he's pretty happy.
Seeing Keithco go into the pits now.
I think he might have missed his chance, to be honest.
Yeah. So no longer under VSC, so he's not getting that advantage from having the rest of the field move slowly.
Well, this is a
He's going to cop the whole pit lane delta.
Yeah, this is a very long pit because it just goes on for over 30 seconds. So it'd be interesting to see where Burgers will come out in comparison to Keithco. Because as you can see, Keithco moving down the pit lane right now. If we do hop on board with him, he's moving down. But Burgers, the gap has been closed down a little bit actually, because Burgers now about to turn. What? Dig's gone wide. It's allowed Burgers to get through, and Burgers gone through. Will allow OL 3012 to get through. Oh, almost. Dig got pushed out wide. Can we say
So
it's not close
apparently
enough?
the pit window is just open for the wets.
I just saw that just now, so they were pretty
that
close.
VSC has arrived at a pretty good time for everyone who managed to take advantage of it.
Ooh, OL going for it. Bit of a slide. Dig just holding his line. I think the penalties are coming in quick and fast. I see a lot of speeding in the pit lane penalties.
It's hard to slow down there. If you think about, on the track, you kind of make a dry line. We don't have cars going in and out of the pit lane the whole race, so the line through there is still awfully wet.
It is. That's confirmed. Has gone round.
Brakes, and nothing will happen.
Brakes don't work at all.
Fascinating.
They really do not. As we see, local Cartman. I think he's a ghost. I don't think local Cartman's in the race no more.
Oh, is he AI'd?
Yeah, he's an AI.
It could be from blue flags, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's potential. That is potential for that.
Wolfman gets
I
another
think that's what's going on.
Confirmed has
Confirmed.
retired.
Retired.
We've missed that. Confirmed is, yeah, I think he's voluntarily retired because he's lost his front wing. Whoa, almost dropped it. Kept it, just. Migs about to get past. They're defending from each other. Just.
Keep you up there on the race leader. He's just been through the pits himself.
Is he now? This will be interesting to see. Keithco takes his place back.
Just heading out now. He
Zox
looks like
just
he's
came out.
retaining his lead.
He did. Keithco
By the
obviously
delta still.
didn't do enough. So, Burgers into 6th. He's about to catch Mad Dog. He's about to catch Mad Dog. Mad Dog is right there. So he has closed a lot of time to the guys in front.
Looks like we're seeing most of the rest of the drivers come in to get rid of those old wets. Who up the front? J Miles has not yet pit. Up in 4th.
He's still going. I think he's probably praying for the rain to get a bit lighter later on.
How is our forecast looking? We've still got rain for another 20 minutes. Same rain.
Probably
storm
not.
weather.
Probably not going to get lighter then, if that's the case.
Yeah, light rain could be up to half an hour away.
Yeah,
We're well beyond halfway through this Grand Prix now.
these guys are going to be swimming for another 12 laps then.
Yeah.
Oh, what is going on here? Oh, very close. Again, very close to the back of Dict. No, oh, it's very close to the back of Sly Dog. There is a bit of
Look,
ghosting.
man, the back marker, yeah,
Okay.
ghosting through there.
There we go.
Maybe blue flags.
Oh, you really can't see much, can you? With
Yeah.
that, with that ghosting going on, but I'm getting
Yeah,
very
it's
close to the
rather
back of
off-putting
Sly
to
Dog.
have to drive through a ghost.
It really is. Really is.
Especially, I think, did the ghost kick up sprays?
Whoa!
Oh, has he dropped it there?
I think local
I don't know if
comment
he's
may.
quite touched the wall.
I think he did, but only just
It
bounced
did
off it.
look like he took damage, which is fortunate for him. But yeah, in the wet, if the ghosts are kicking up spray and stuff, it really blocks your eye line.
Really,
Yeah.
really does. I think there might be more cause to turn the ghosting off in future.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to help. Then you're just going to have solid cars in the way, aren't you?
Yes, but at least you know that you're there. That's the thing. So you're not gonna try and drive through them. You're gonna try and drive around them.
Yeah, and it gives back markers a reason to kind of pull up, get out of the way.
This is true. Oh, going for a slide dog, bit of a slide.
Slide dog.
I.
He's sliding around. But just holding up. Slide dog, can you get another points finish today? Who knows? He's been on a bit of a points run at the moment. A couple of races. I think last race didn't go so well for him though, but prior to that, I think he was on a 3 or 4 race point run. Ooh, looks like Mad Dog is getting very close to the back of J Miles. He is very close to the back of J Miles. And I think he's going to get him down the main straight. I think the one's not going to take the DRS, he's just going to take a bit of ERS, a bit of power, but I think J Miles also applying the ERS. Still, J Miles just holding on. Will he box? No, I don't think he will.
Oh yeah.
Really?
So really pushing those wets as far as they'll go.
Well, Mad Dog, will he try the switchback? Not quite. Probably not close enough to do a switchback, but Hocking gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So penalty.
Burger's just closing on him. Also, Mix.
Yeah, you can
Mix
see
is on fire.
Burgers coming in. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, Mad Dog, will he go for it? Not yet. Probably the closest battle on the track at the moment. It is. J-Miles holding his own with 15 lap old wets. Even Kidzu on 10 lap old wets. I think he made a pit stop earlier in the race. Do we have another yellow flag? Mad Dog trying to slide down the inside. He is sliding down the inside. Oh, very close, the two of them. Mad Dog does get J Miles, but both of them run very wide.
That'll be a warning.
For sure, it will be. This is now up to Burgers to get past J Miles. Otherwise, he's going to have Miggs breathing down his neck.
He gained a lot of time, Burgess. Our Seoul Malaysian.
Over the safety car period.
Nice gains to J Mouse.
Just
over
during
one
that
corner.
battle, right?
Yeah. Taking
Yeah,
advantage of it.
It's always rough when you're battling another car on track. You'll be losing time to the cars behind you.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I think
Wobble
Wobble Candy,
Candy.
he has dropped it. That's going to hurt him a lot.
I think that yellow flag is from local carman who's dropped it.
Not enjoying it.
A sector.
His
Yeah,
first
he seems to
race.
be struggling.
Yeah, 6 laps down on the leader.
It is a big task. We run no assists apart from the racing line and automatic gears, and so that combined with the wet,
Does not
combined
help.
with any damage he might have,
Does not help one bit.
it's hard work. Ask any of the drivers.
It really is. Mig's getting closer to Burgers than Burgers is to J Miles. But out of that turn, J Miles, I wonder how those tires must be feeling because Burgers getting much closer. Obviously, he's got the ghost of Hokkien. in the way. Local Cartman gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Slido, Deek has retired. Deek has
VSC
dropped
again.
it somewhere. That's a
brought out of VSC.
second VSC. So whoever just passed him just now, he's dropped it into turn 3. And I think I know exactly what he has done. So I'm assuming he's been a little tweak and straight into the barriers on the outside. Unfortunately, we can't go on board with cars that have just DNF'd. But that's a shame because Deek was doing really well.
Oh well, things can change in a second here.
We'll take this opportunity to have a quick look at the penalties right now. And Slydog with 17 seconds of penalties. I did not realize he had that many penalties. Even Wolfman on 13 seconds. That's going to hurt him massively after Slydog
Miles
drive through speeding under
finally.
VSC.
Oh no, that one will hurt. That's a pretty big penalty.
Even more as J
Especially
Miles
here.
into the pits. So it's released Burgos. Yeah, if there's one place you don't want to get a drive-through, it is Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
J Miles has done a pretty good thing waiting for the VSC to come out again before switching tyres. He'll minimise that pit lane
pain.
delta.
It's true. Even if it was just a little bit.
Interesting. He's gone on to Inters, yeah.
Is it Inter-worthy?
I'm not sure.
It still
He's
looks like
very
it's
good.
coming down quite a lot.
It does. I wonder if there's enough of a dry line developed there that the Inters can make that difference.
I don't know. I mean, this is either really brave or really foolish, and we will find out. But local carmen also on the Inters too, so maybe?
We'll have to keep an eye on those two then.
How's the track looking? For me, it looks a bit dry.
It looks like there's more of a dry line, so maybe it probably is Inters time, but what is the Delta saying?
Have no detail on that so far. We'll
Ooh.
see how J-Miles.
Oh, Keith Cute. Just sliding. He's drifting around the last two corners. But he's gotten closer to Zox.
Really catching. Oh my god.
Well, he's finished. So.
Yeah.
Maybe the wet's starting to tear off.
No, these ones are relatively fresh, right?
Five
still?
laps, yeah. They're only 5 laps.
For the surface they're at, like, there's not enough water for them to.
Yeah, it could be that they're getting awfully hot.
Another yellow flag in sector
The dry
2.
line.
It's OR, I assume.
Oh, he's in the points. He's got himself into the points, but as Miggs has passed Burgos. We've missed that. Even with so much rain, it's still been a very entertaining race.
Oh, the rain just spices things up.
As sorry, hopefully I pronounced that name right, on YouTube. It's really hard to overtake in the dry, but it's even harder in the wet, for sure. The wet, it's about 3 times as hard, I think, in the wet compared to the dry, particularly at Silverstone.
Yeah, those high-speed overtakes just get even more sketchy, don't they?
They really do. It's precision at its finest. As Kiwi gets himself another time penalty. So, out of the 18 drivers, 3 retirements, 15 still going. Local Cartman still hasn't caught up to the back of Deek yet. He's still quite a few laps down. But I wonder how J Miles is actually going on these Inters. He's making time to Wobble Candy, so it is looking better, like the better tyre.
Interesting gamble. I mean, that might just net him a few positions then.
Later on, I think so. I mean, there's 6 laps to go. I don't think these guys... Ooh, bit of a slide, but I don't think these guys will change tyres. But yeah, J Miles has just clawed. He's just set a purple sector 2.
Spicy.
Ooh,
I think he's got a purple 1 and 2 right now on this lap.
So
Just
it is.
watching another one.
He's caught Wobble Candy by a second in sector 2. J Miles is going hunting. Yeah, there we go, 139. So it's
fastest lap.
where can we see the difference in fastest laps here? Da-da-da.
He's not gone fastest in the last sector though, so I don't know if he came up the traffic or something in the last sector.
No, I think he was just sliding a little bit too much. It looked like,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's closing Wobble Candy like there's no tomorrow. He's now down from he started the lap 8.9 seconds behind. He's now 5.6 behind, 5.5. It's just closing down every single
That's rapid.
corner. It's just
Yeah.
rapidly closing.
So long as you can keep it on that dry line, it seems like these are the tires to be on.
See, I don't think he'll catch Burgers because Wobble Candy's 20 seconds behind Burgers, but you know what? There's definitely a seventh here, and if anyone in the top 6 decide they want to pit, J Miles is going to be right there.
Gonna be big brain move by J Miles over here. Those inters are starting to show its strength.
Well, he's now down to 4.7 to Wobble Candy. You can see Maggots and Beckett's is where he's making all this time. He's closed a second through Maggots and Beckett's.
You need the traction there, the mechanical grip.
So the brilliance, I think, of J Miles.
It's Mix. Mix is in the.
No, it's Burgers.
he lost
Burgers.
his wings.
Burgers in the pits. Migs, what's wrong with Migs? Oh, Migs has gone
Mix
wide.
crashed. Yep, he lost his wing.
Oh no. So J Miles is going to be a hero, I think.
Safety car.
Safety car's out.
That's going to be really annoying as J Miles drives through penalty for
J-Miles
speeding
gets
under the
his
safety car.
traffic car. Oh no.
Oh no.
Everything's going so well for him.
It literally has just blown up in his face. He's traveling very, very slowly. What is he doing?
Oh, he spun.
I don't know. I think that was on purpose.
Now he's.
He's
Oh,
now sitting on the line.
and who's.
I think, there you go, J Miles has retired from this session.
Oh, what? Feel bad for him.
That's really unfortunate.
He's
Because
on a roll.
he was on a roll.
He was just steamrolling through the field, through the times, really.
Really had an inspired strategy there on the inters, and
Really
the safety
was.
car timings just ripped it away from him, and I'm sure the drive-through has not helped.
Well, I think Miggs has got himself a
Keith
bit of a lucky,
stays out
bit of a
while
lucky
Zox
goose at the
spits in.
moment. Pardon?
Keith stays out while Zox spits in.
Interesting.
Yep.
That is very interesting.
indeed.
So now Zox is going to have to get that overtake done. Will he be able to do it?
Oh, for sure he will. There's too much of a difference between inters and wets. I think that might be a foolish call from Keith Go.
He's not going to have a lot of time. From Zox, you mean? Oh, from Keith Go, sorry, yeah. He's also going to have to get past Mad Dog, who is out on the wets as well. He's stayed out.
It'll be interesting to see who stays out on the wets. It looks like Sly Dog. Sly Dog all the way on the other side of the track, so I don't think he's had the chance to come in. But yeah, Mad
So-
Dog and Keith Co both stayed out.
For Zox to get back into first, he's going to have to get 2 overtakes done in probably 3 laps, right? Depending on when the safety car goes in.
I'm predicting lap 24. The safety car will come in, so it'll be 2 laps. There's too much of a gap between Keith Co, Mad Dog, and then Zox to Wolfman. So maybe even lap 25. He might have 1 lap to do it.
It's gonna be close. How are the 2 leaders doing for penalties there?
3 seconds. So
3 seconds
Zox,
apiece.
Zox is still in
mean-
the hot spot, on the hot seat.
Yeah, if he doesn't even have to get both of them on track necessarily then to finish in first, which will be a nice bit of buffer.
Yeah, he just needs to stay there, really. As we have a look at the positional change, still Miggs with our highest position change in 7th, 11 places up. In 2nd goes to Burgers, 5 places up where he started. In 3rd, Quackle, 4 places from where he started. So, well done to those 3 guys. Made up quite some ground. As 4 retirements. What's our thoughts, gentlemen, on the race so far?
I think it's just gonna. It's basically we get started now. As soon as the safety car gets in, we're going to see a pretty wild sprint for the end.
Wolfman coming into the pits. Why is Wolfman coming into the pits?
What tyre is he on?
He's on fresh inters.
Did he damage his wing or something?
I don't know. That's an interesting question because he's in the pits. He's literally just boxed for fresh inters.
I'll keep an eye on him and let you know.
Boxing
Again.
to serve a penalty, I assume.
Yeah, he is serving a penalty. He's
Yep,
serving
serving
a
a penalty.
penalty.
This is just
Looks
good
like
for
he's getting a wing change.
Right.
No, I think it was literally to serve a penalty. Maybe the delta between his penalty time and what he could achieve on the track, maybe it was better. I suppose he's got the gap because Wobble Candy still hasn't even come into the last corner yet. So Wolfman only losing one place to Burgers.
Mix falls down to 9th.
After almost dropping it.
Or oh,
Kidzu, what?
Idzu.
Luckily, there's a bit of a gap.
Oh, Matt Mix.
You know what? I think it might be longer than lap 24, 25. I think 25, even 26. There's too much of it. There's way too much of a gap here.
If that's the case, is it such a dumb decision to stay out?
Well, Zox is now in P4. What's happened here?
Oh,
Why
what
is-
has happened there?
Why is Zox in P4? He's lost a place to Burgers.
I think he's fun. Could be that he's fun.
Yeah, it could be. If he's gone off track, then Burgers would have been allowed to overtake him.
Oh, wow. So Zox now has 3 cars to pass, and one of those cars is on Inters.
Fresh Inters, in fact. So it's probably good for Burgers because those two in front are on dead wets. Should be another lap.
Hang on, Zox has just been allowed to pass Burgers, so I think Burgers has probably dropped it, or...
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Allowed to pass him.
Yeah, something's obviously
Probably
happened.
Mutual agreement by any means.
It would still tell you to take the place back, otherwise Zox would get a penalty for it.
Indeed. This is a gentleman's agreement. between both of them.
Yeah, if Burgers has unfairly been able to pass, they might have agreed to swap back, and then we can remove that penalty that he receives.
This is true. Wolfman gets a 5-second penalty for collision with Kiwi.
Oh, that's
Kiwi
spicy.
is in front of Wobble Candy, so I don't understand. No, that's Hokkien.
Kiwi's in the bunch between 4 and 5th. He's being sandwiched over here between the front runners. Mix is now in 11th. What happened to him?
He's...
He
This
lost 4 places basically.
really has, and unfortunately he's limited by by Sly Dog, who's slowly catching, but still not there
Is he
yet.
pushing too much?
I think the field is finally catching up, so maybe they might. I think they might be in this lap, maybe. So
Yeah,
yeah,
looks
they
like
might
we're
have
bunched up
25,
right now.
26. They might have 2 laps. Wolfman and Hokkien, severe collision between the two.
Man, it's getting involved in a few incidents there. What's going on?
What is going on? He has had quite a lot of incidents. Penalties. Wolfman, he got 13 seconds worth of penalties now. So he served his penalties, is now given more penalties.
Just keep an eye out. Looks like they're getting awfully bunched in the safety car. Like you've got to leave the room, especially in the wet.
In the wet, you got to leave even more room. Drivers, leave each other space, please.
Yeah, we won't necessarily remove those penalties to collisions under the safety car if we deem it to be fair.
Zox is now the leader. The safety car is going to come in this lap. So Keithcar is actually, I should say, the leader, not Zox.
Apart from our 2 leaders, we've also got Sly Dog still on the wets.
Keithcar
Guess
has
he's not
gone.
pitted.
Zox has got to wait, unfortunately. He's got to wait to the line. Keithcar has made a massive jump.
Yeah, that was he caught him
Oh.
properly napping.
We're on board, sorry. Viewers, that was my bad. Whoa!
Oh,
He's dropped it.
Oh,
Mad Dog
That's
gone.
allowed Zox to unleash himself. So now it'll be Zox chasing down Keithco. Wets versus Inters.
I think the Inters are going to win this time.
Will they be fast enough is the question. That's three and a half seconds to make up almost.
It's true, and he's got Burgers breathing down his neck too.
Yeah, Burger's stuck with him on the restart. Was there any other assignment further down the grid?
I don't think so. I think that's all at the moment. But yeah, you can see Zox closing in now. He closed in 2/10 on that one corner alone.
Burger's in prime position for a podium over here.
Definitely is. Wolfman another 3-second time penalty. Wolfman getting penalties left, right, and center.
Stacked with those penalties. Isn't it?
Going for the penalty award.
Yeah, Zox just closed down 5/10. So
So 2.5 right now is the delta.
local Carmen coming back round.
Burger's still within a second. Wolfman behind still within a second.
Migs and Slydog getting very close between each other.
Slydog is leading the penalty race right now with 25 seconds.
Wolfman getting very close to the back of Burgers. Burgers not really defending, but he's just managing to hold it. These guys giving each other plenty of space. Beautiful stuff from these guys. And Wolfman goes around the outside. Well done. Zox now 2/10 behind Keithco. I think in the long run, Keithco probably should have switched to those Inters because look at the grip difference.
Far out. He's closed him right down, so this is the lap. It has come down to the last lap to be fair, so how wide can Keithco get his elbows?
I mean, he's got to get wide enough that he's got to somehow make 3 seconds on Zox. Zox going for the switchback. Doesn't matter which way he goes. Keithco hugging the inside. Zox going for trying another switchback. No, he's going around the outside. Doesn't matter which way he goes. He's just going past.
I think that's case closed.
Wolf is about
That's
to
a
lose
win.
another spot to Wolfman too. Wolfman gone. And I think Burgers might be the next as well. If he's not careful, he might lose a spot to Wobble Candy too.
Look at how he's struggling there. The car is just moving around all the time.
Look at Burgers around the outside.
Oh, that's so
He made
close.
it.
Oh,
My
that
god.
was treacherous.
That was bold. That was brave. That was brash. Well done, Burgers.
Amazing overtake.
He's Wolfman now trying to come at Zox. There's 6 tenths between the two of them.
Who wobble can he get Keith on his dead mediums?
Oh, that's potential for that.
Not mediums, I mean wets. And he passes by. Says bye-bye to Keithco.
There he is. He
It
has
says-
lost it.
Your wet sucks.
Yeah, you know, there's no kidding there. Keithco, he's got nothing but to go wide. It's just gone from bad to worse. As on board with Zox as he comes around to finish in first place.
Amazing race from Zox. We'll be happy with that.
Oh, he's going to get him. He's going to get him.
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't.
Justin.
That was
As the
Just-
penalties now going through the order, there's been massive changes and swings in the
So,
order.
it looked like we had, I think, there were 2 drivers finishing with no penalties.
well done, Mix. 14 position.
One of which was
top.
Zox.
Wow. What
Amazing.
a race.
Amazing. Wobble Candy gets himself a podium. Local comment, the only drivers in the pits is just crossed now.
Matter of foots, to be honest.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Mind blowing. Next, deservedly gets driver of the day for moving up 14 positions. Thank you, Codemasters, for giving him the show.
But in the meantime, viewers, please write down your driver of the day in the chats. Who would you vote for? Actually, who is our driver of the day? Who do we pick, gentlemen?
I would say Mix.
Migs?
Fair.
Yeah,
Agreeing with
fair
the game
call.
there.
Fair call.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no go.
As much as we're against Codemasters, they made a good decision on choosing the right person. Mix.
Yeah. Zox, Zox, you're supposed to be, well, I suppose you just finished, but everyone's voting Burgers at this point in time. I would say Burgers too, actually.
Yeah, he had a solid race.
He had a very amazing race. So we got 3 votes for Burgers for our viewer driver of the day.
Just having a look down the pit stops, and Oh, how many stops is this for local Carmen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stops that race.
So incredible. But yeah, we got Zox, our number one, Burgers in second, Wobble Candy in third. So we've got 4 votes for now for Burgers as the driver of the race. So I think Burgers right now is winning the driver of the race from our viewers. Anybody
Yeah.
else, please put
Is,
down your
is
driver of the
a
day.
fan favorite? I'd say so.
I think so.
But I guess, you know, you
So
gotta be able to.
Undoubtedly
Snowball
a great
returns.
race.
I believe that's local Cartman. Not my best race. Yeah, look, it looked really tough out there. Everyone was sliding. So that's
It
okay.
was.
There's always next week, so don't worry.
Yep.
But Zox,
There's
Burgers, Wobble Candy rounding out our podium. Amazing race. Amazing race.
far
Right.
out.
I think we'll switch into who we've got lined up for interviews today.
Well, nobody yet.
Oh, we'll see if we can pull in our driver of the day rated by the viewers, Mr. Burgers. See if he would like to come in for an interview.
Yeah.
So, Peanuts, what were your thoughts on the race?
From start till the end, there was just action everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I can't honestly, I can't keep up with it. Uh, it was totally one enjoyable race. It's the wet sure makes it interesting, but we didn't expect it to be this levels of it.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah,
It was crazy wet.
it was because it's usually like the top people they just pull away and they do whatever they want, but this time around we see everyone struggling on their own terms, and
Yeah,
it has resulted in this beautiful race. And the safety car at the end is just cherry on top. It's reminiscent of Brazil 2019.
it is.
The penalties and all. Yeah, totally liked it. Something to remember.
Definitely. It was crazy. It was wonderful to see too. So, but I I definitely think had it been dry, it would have been interesting to see who would have finished where. I think it maybe some of the order which was the way it was because I think some people were just more comfortable in the wet. I think had it been a little bit more dry, or had it been dry, I think the order would have been completely different. I think definitely think Miggs would definitely be in the top five, but I think he did finish in the top five anyway, so that was
Indeed.
mainly due to penalties. But
If it weren't for his qualifying getting bugged by the results, he could
yeah,
have been up there.
yeah,
Just
that's always the
lose.
problem sometimes.
Yeah. At least the safety car neutralized everything, and it brought a bang of a ending to the race.
It did. It definitely did.
All right. So doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get burgers, but I am able to get wall candy in. So we'll grab him in a sec.
Wobble candy for sure, for sure.
Go.
As a Guackle, 95% sure I have 20 seconds of penalties removed. Steward session later. Should be fun. It will be fun, won't it?
All
Definitely
right.
will be fun.
Here's wall candy. Can we hear you?
Hi.
Wobble candy, how
Hey.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's actually my first race with the wheel, so it's
Oh,
really
really?
tough.
Was it actually
Yeah.
far out?
How did you find it?
Oh wait, actually, it's my first race in the wets with the wheels, and I've never driven in the wets before, so it's pretty tough.
Interesting. That's really surprising. Yeah. How did you find the wheel though?
I got it from some local stores. Actually, I got a T300 right now,
Oh, nice. Very nice.
so
It's
yeah.
really good deal.
Yeah. Obviously trying to get up to grips as fast as possible, I see.
Yeah, it was really tough. So the opening laps, it was really I couldn't really catch up with the guys in front
Yeah,
because I'm still getting used to it.
of course.
But thankfully, they got into Inters and we have the safety car, so I was lucky to get P3, honestly, because I was spending the entire race in the bottom half
Yeah.
at all times. I couldn't keep up with everybody in front, Mixie and Zox, obviously.
I mean, look,
So yeah,
it's a learning curve, I suppose, getting used to the wheel. There's still one more. I mean, this is the last season when promotion relegation is inactive. Next season does become active, but you still got a bit of time between now and then before.
yeah, sure, for
So,
sure.
But yeah, how was the wet weather? Actually, I must admit, how was the super wet weather? I should say the torrential rain in the storm.
Well, when I saw the race forecast, it will be the wets in qualifying. I lose my shit actually. But then I didn't really have a wet setup, so I just stick with my dry setup. So hope for the best.
Yeah,
Actually, qualifying went pretty well. I think I was the closest I've been all season to pole.
it
So
was.
yeah, pretty.
Yeah, you were
It
about
was. Yeah.
two tenths off Zox actually in qualifying, so it was a very good
Yeah.
lap. Particularly on the
Yeah,
wheel too,
man.
is amazing. So
Yeah. So I was pretty happy with the way how the race went out this way today.
awesome, awesome. You do close in a little bit, but I think Zox with the win, unfortunately, does it does push him a little further in in the lead of the championship. But I think you do take second place.
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
do with that.
that's great.
Yeah, with
That's
that
great.
finish, you do get second place in the championship. So well done there.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
So next up, who is next up on our list for driver interview?
I think that might be it for now.
That might be it. Okay,
Yep.
I think we will end it there, gentlemen. And well, what a race!
What a race.
What a race! It was fun, entertaining, exciting, and really just action-packed all round. I suppose what do we expect from Tier 2? Everything, all in that, all in the one, I suppose.
And it's the same for Tier 1 in, what, just under an hour's time? Oh,
Half an hour's time, yeah, 30 minutes now,
Oh,
so not
that
too.
was a long race.
Not-
Just realised in the
Yeah,
wet.
the wet does definitely chews up a lot of time, so it's everything's multiplied by 2.
So I think we got to get a move on then.
We do. So, gentlemen, Wobble Candy, Chris, Peanuts, thank you for joining me in the commentary box, and Wobble Candy for in the driver interview.
It's a pleasure.
No.
Pleasure for me.
Pleasure to watching your race. It was great.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to watch the stream right now.
Tell me your thoughts. So,
Alright.
and Peanuts, Chris, thank you for joining me in the commentary box once again.
Ah, my pleasure.
All good. Peanuts, you've got to get ready for your race now in the Tier 1. Me and Chris got to prepare for more commentary.
Viewers, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll be back live in, just under half an hour.
So stick around, watch there's some highlights, there's some other race videos, top moments, pole position laps, hot laps on our YouTube channel. Feel free to jump onto that just while you're waiting. Check out all the videos up on there. Otherwise, feel free to jump onto our Twitter page. A lot gets posted in there. We try to start a few conversations here and there, but if you want to be a part of our community, Twitter, our Discord is the way to go. Other than that, if you just want to watch some stuff, keep up to date with everything that's been going on, YouTube, go to YouTube. So, thank you viewers for joining, and we will see you. Well, hopefully you will see us very shortly. Thank you guys.